Hey guys, welcome back to Dark House. We're going to read the story Don't Look Outside Part 3. So if you haven't watched Part 2 and Part 1, I hope you watch that first, because if you don't watch it first, this one will not make sense for you. So I hope you can just go to my channel and just click the video and then come back to Part 3. So before we start, I'm gonna give you a little bit of disclaimer. This story was written by CYD Vicious, and if you want to read it by yourself, I will put the link down in description for you. So check it out. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Don't Look Outside, Part 3. I slammed the window cover down and lay back down, chest once again heaving. I didn't see anything, I tell myself. Your mind plays tricks on you when you're already panicked. I do my best to focus on the TV, but like an itch in the back of my brain, I hear my own small panic voice. It's gotten closer. It's gotten closer. It's no longer across the street. It's here, for us. What does it want with me? Will it try to get in? The panic eventually subsides as I convince myself that what I saw was probably my own reflection or shadow. I decided that is what it had to be. I don't look out to look again, though. To be sure, I just drift into sleep, dreaming of glowing eyes and howling wind. When I wake, everything seems normal. I make myself a cup of coffee and a bagel. I go through the motions of preparing for my day, and when I get to work, I go through the motions of being an employee. I don't necessarily have a bad day, but it feels like I'm stuck on autopilot. I chalk it up to the lack of sleep. Today is Friday, which means I will be stuck at home for 2 days. I'm scared that without the distraction of work, I may go insane trying to ignore the glowing eyes that I keep trying to convince myself I didn't see. I arrive home once again and put on some sweats. I turn on the TV and make a cup of hot tea. I don't eat dinner. My stomach churns as I feel like I am waiting for the inevitable. My eyes dart around the trailer, waiting to see something move. My ears perk up when any hint of noise. Relaxation feels impossible. I don't even lay down today. Instead, I sit at the edge of my futon and watch TV with wired, bloodshot eyes. After about 2 hours of absolutely nothing, I decided I can lay back and relax just a little. I don't decide on sleep, as sleep isn't an option, even if I was tired, which I am not. The panic in my chest would refuse me any rest. It's about 2 a.m. when I hear it. A slight knock on the door. My eyes dart to the trailer door and lock in as if I'm trying to shoot lasers out of my eyes and into whatever is standing on the other side. I don't get up and open the door. I've seen enough horror movies to know what happens after that. I just sit and wait. I hear another low, consistent tapping noise. This time coming from the window beside me. My head whips to the other side. As I jump off the couch, I just stand and stare, waiting. Another tap. This time in threes. There is no mistaking the noise. It's as if someone is intentionally trying to gain my attention. Tap, tap, tap. I crouched down onto the floor, holding my head in my hands. I wanted to scream. I want to say, "Leave me alone," but I don't want to acknowledge its existence. Tap, tap, tap. I start to chew on my nails. Tap, tap, tap. This time it's coming from the door again, ruling out any possibility that the tap on the window was a tree branch or something more logical than a creature of the night. The taps have turned into banging now. Loud knocks that beg for me to open the door. I refuse. Then I hear something else. A giggle, low and almost like a gurgle. It sounds as if someone tried to laugh with a mouth full of water. At this point, I'm sweating and shaking. I can't help myself. I'm exhausted and terrified. I'm not thinking straight. "Leave me alone!" I scream. For a moment, nothing happens. It's quiet. Almost too quiet. I reach for my cell phone to call the police, but before I can, the trailer shakes. I squint my eyes shut as I hear the window cover roll up in a quick whip of emotion. I can't look outside. I can't look outside. I can't look outside. I'm rocking back and forth, whispering a slurred reminder to myself. Minutes pass, and that's when temptation takes over. I don't know what it is about the human brain, but anytime you tell yourself you must not do something, the need to do the opposite overpowers your mind. I squint my eyes. I need to close the shades. I silently tell myself, but I needed to see. I needed to see if it was really there or if I was just going insane. I count to 3 and open my eyes. I almost scream at what appears before me, but nothing escapes my lips. Standing on the other side of my window is the most terrifying thing I have ever laid eyes on. The head is so round and smooth. The eyes are so metallic yellow, reflecting all the light coming out of my trailer. Its skinny neck looks so unproportionate to the head it has to carry around. The nose is just a single U-shaped slit. The mouth though, oh God, the mouth. It has 3 times the amount of normal teeth, all appearing human. Its smile is so wide that it takes up the majority of that thing's face. You can see every tooth from its smile alone, and it's just staring right at me and smiling. I don't move. I freeze like a deer in headlights and can hear my brain screaming at my legs to move, to run, to do anything but stand here and let this thing see me. But it already has. It slowly leans its head forward. Before I have any time to react, it bangs its head against the window. It does it again and again. It's trying to get in. The fear in my body finally turns to fight. I grab my old revolver from my TV stand and manage to load 3 bullets in. Without thinking, I ran outside and face it down. "Leave me alone!" I scream. It slowly turns away from the trailer and towards me, still smiling with a tar-like substance oozing from its forehead. I aim my weapon and pull the trigger, and it falls with a thud. Relief floods my body. and without hesitation, I squeezed the trigger 2 more times to be sure the thing is dead. I almost laughed to myself. It's done. It's finally done. I reached for my cell phone to call the police and let them know that I killed this thing on my property. As I stick my hand in my pocket, I soon realized I left my phone inside. I turn around to go back inside, but as I do, I see a bunch of tiny lights appear around my trailer. I start to walk forward, gun still in hand, to see what these lights could be. As I approach them, I start to make out a very round head and a very tiny neck. These aren't lights. These are hundreds of reflective eyes staring back at me. I turn to run back to my front door, but see that through the window, 3 of them are already in my home. They just stand there, smiling at me. I drop to my knees and feel something on my shoulder. I look at the side and see that it is a hand. A hand with long, bony fingers and inch-long nails. I know that I can't run. I assume they are everywhere now. I feel the nails sink into my skin and I let out a cry. I really shouldn't have looked outside. So this is it for today's story. This is going to be the last part of Don't Look Outside. Such an amazing story. Absolutely love it. I do hope you love it too. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. See you again in the next video.